everyone, today is Monday, April 8th, and today is going to be a nice little high-speed progress video. Today I actually got started on my Anime North cosplay in the smallest sense possible, but it's also actually a start on several other cosplays. What I did was finally finish up my Pant Sloper. So if you don't know, a sloper is a basic pattern, basically, that you use to actually make the patterns with. A sloper is supposed to be basically a body double in fabric. So you start with your sloper and then you design whatever your designs are for your fabric on top of that. I took a class for pattern drafting in the fall and the winter. Unfortunately, I missed a class in the winter term, so while I have all my pattern worked out and the fittings done and the pattern finalized, that's on the blue paper that you can see there, I didn't actually get it cut out of manila. I didn't have enough time in the class, so I actually got around to doing that tonight. So you can see me here just retracing all of the lines that I've traced from around the blue. It's using my meter stick and my regular ruler for straight edges, as well as a French curve for all the curved edges. And of course Hugo is being a wonderful helper there, you know, holding down the fort, or holding down the paper in this case. And of course helping me with all the, you know, keeping track of my rulers and everything. So I'm going to be using the sloper for at least 3 costumes in the near future, which is why this is a big step to actually get this done. I'm going to be using it for Anime North costume. I'm going to be using it for one which I'm hoping to work on as soon as Anime North and Colossal are done. Hopefully it'll be ready in time for Con Bravo, because I want to cosplay with a friend on that one, and I think Con Bravo will be a good time to do that. And also on a couple other just random cosplays, so anything that I need to make pants for, because I can't just buy the kind of pants I need. Now what I'm actually tracing my project onto is called manila. It's basically a really heavy cardstock. It's a little expensive, but getting that paper is part of the lab fee for the class I was taking, which is nice. And so it's heavy enough that you can trace around it and use it over and over and over and over again, and it'll hold up well. And if it does end up starting to get raggedy, you can just trace out another sloper. By that point, your size might have changed and you might need to make a new one anyway. So that is pretty useful stuff. Unfortunately, it's a little hard to cut because it's so curled. I could have put time into flattening it out before doing this, but I was in kind of a hurry. So I just wanted to get it done as quickly as I could. So I ended up making it a little more difficult for myself since I had to deal with the really heavily curved manila here. Which is why I have my cutting mats holding down all the edges. And of course, the cat. There is a little bit of a trick to cutting out the manila a little bit easier. Or doing this on the floor and doing it quickly because I needed to get it done quickly. I mean, it wasn't as neat as I would have liked, but it involves taking very small cuts with your scissors as opposed to large cuts, which is what you normally do with fabric. And instead of pushing your scissors into the fabric, you pull the paper into your scissors. So that is the technique taught to me by my teacher in the pattern drafting class, and it works out surprisingly well. You wouldn't think it'd make that much of a difference, but it does. So I've cut out my back first. Each of these pieces is basically a quarter of the pant, so there's a front that you would cut out twice for one side for each leg, and then a back which you'd cut out twice, one side for each leg. And we got a bit of a jump cut here because the battery in my camera kept dying, so that's why a couple of the jumps are there. Dead battery. Finishing up the front side sloper. This took a little longer than it normally would have because Hugo, of course, decided it was playtime, and my sloper was the newest toy. Gotta love cats. Okay, so now that the basic shape is cut out, I'm going to label everything, which is always important to do. You gotta put, mark the front and the back, and put green lines on there. And then also marking the darts so that I know where to take darts in the waistband. All of that was important things that we did in the fittings during the class time. Alright, so there you go. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye-bye.